something about fitting in where you shouldn't be needing to, or forcing this connection or something like that. But if you have a moment, that was set for everyone who watches this. I can't wait to show you what happened just now with this. But I'm setting an intention. That bay leaf was for all of you. Now, if you have your journal handy and you want to write an intention in your journal, go ahead and do that. And also, if not, or both, if you want to write a intention or manifestation in the comments, so the rest of us can go through and hit thumbs up, and the videos get circulated thousands of times all over the world. So if you put your comment, your manifestation or your intention in the comments, it just will keep going with that and just keep circulating. It just keeps going and going and going. They don't, unless I delete the video, right? So which I don't. For those of you, if you don't want to write your own intention or manifestation, I'm going to start the comments off with one for everyone who sees it and reads it. And if you want to just say I affirm or I accept or yes, just put it. Make sure you get included in that, okay? Because I think we're getting a lot of momentum going. Okay, so check this out. Hi Aries, I'm hyper. Okay, so I was shuffling for you guys. I was, going to do a pre-shuffle, and I saw this Phoenix Rising card, right? And I literally said out loud, Phoenix Rising, and then when I went to split the deck, I put my finger in there and I pulled this exact card out. So Phoenix Rising, strong Phoenix Rising going on here. Okay, so scorpionic energy, big changes. All right. So anyway, how are you? This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It has been a rough few weeks, months. I've been doing some shadow work. I kind of always avoided it, but anyway, there it is again. I'm going to start, when I start doing all signs, which is soon, I probably will start talking to you guys more about just my experience and what I've been going through and all that. But anyway, I've had a lot of repressed grief and anxiety from I lost my best friend, which was really gruesome, and I found her. And then a few years later, my husband, and then a few years later, my mom. And I took care of my mom her last year of her life, where she had cancer. But I just didn't heal. I suppressed everything, and apparently, what I'm learning from all my neuroscience studies is that our cells actually have memory. Our cells, it makes sense. Our brains have memory, right? Well, our neurons and our cells have memories, and we can store past trauma and unresolved, grief and emotional distress. We store that, and I don't know if you guys know this. I'm going through, I'm doing a lot of yoga and meditation, and I've been doing a lot of those hip openers, stretching hips, and that is where a lot of that started. And oh my gosh, I opened a can of worms. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about you. Enough about me. King of Cups. This is just a real quick pre-shuffle. I don't think this is going to be our spread. I'm going to lay out a spread for sure, though. Also, just saw or feeling there she is. High Priestess. Okay, look at that. King of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. What an interesting start. So the King of Cups, somebody that shows love. See, this High Priestess is really catching my attention now. And with the World card. So somebody might be becoming enlightened. But I do feel like there's something going on with you guys to not try to something about knowing you're strong and where you belong, but not trying to gravitate, I wrote this down, to where you don't belong or where you shouldn't try to belong, because if you fill your space with things that don't work out or don't feed you, then you'd have less space open for the good stuff. Okay, something like that. And I also feel like there's opportunities in Phoenix Rising. So let's see what's going on here. 7 of Wands. So, right off the bat, it looks like there's avoidance or a need to avoid I mean, I don't know who those two people are. There's King of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles. So this is somebody who loves. This is somebody who maybe is more about finances or stability, and maybe you're fighting them off. I don't know. Not sure. Sword down. Looks like you might be avoiding conflict. Okay, let's go ahead and lay out a spread. I love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me through my inconsistency. I feel so blessed that YouTube algorithm, it kind of dropped me. I mean, I feel lucky that I didn't totally get dropped, because when you stop posting, I'm trying to get back on track so I can, one, pay my bills, and two, also reach more people and build the channel like I was on my mission to. I also kind of stopped, manifesting, and back in my manifesting mode. And you guys, I don't know if you know, I'm a huge, huge manifester. I'm really, really good at manifesting when I'm on it. Okay, so 9 of Swords. So yeah, that's, a lot of mental anguish. Wow, look at this Strength card. This is the Transparent Tarot, by the way. My cards are super active and full of energy because I just soaked them. And I sleep with them, so they soak up my energy, or I connect him. 8 of Pentacles. Staying focused. So a lot of mental energy about staying strong. What was our intention? Was staying strong, safe and strong, and knowing where you belong. So this might be your safety being threatened, but this is staying hyper-focused, self-control. What's Aries energy? 3 of Pentacles. Collaboration, cooperation. Oh, a decision, the Lover's card. Within every good there is bad. Within every bad there is good. And we don't have darkness. We don't have light without darkness. So, my big issue was I was always avoiding dealing with, negativity, and it backfired because it built up. So I don't know if that relates to you, but this is yin yang. Lover's card is often about a decision. There's a decision about cooperation, collaboration, looking at things maybe through love. You guys might need to. There's that Phoenix rising again. Look at that. You might be done with the Scorpio, but you guys also, Scorpios are. There's a strong element of change and maybe not resisting. You guys may need to think about heart chakra, focus on the color green as you meditate in your heart, and maybe listen to binaural beats. Oh, and there's a justice, so there might be a Libra, but it's upright, things being balanced out. This is balance, this is cooperation. So this is basically showing maybe you're avoiding conflict. That's your energy. What's your outside energy? So this could be about a person or an environment or a job. So your person looks like they're leaving a difficult situation. Oh, I feel that strong. Oh, I feel this strong. Your person is wanting to leave a difficult situation. Super strong there. Okay. Your person or your, whatever the energy is that you're thinking about, there's either, looks like, okay, so stable new beginning. This Ace of Pentacles is a gift, a seed. Maybe they had something new that started. We'll see with the next card, but it didn't work out. This really kind of indicates they're leaving a difficult situation, looking towards trying to find stability. Oh, yeah, but it's going to cause a tower. I've just had my card on something. I don't know which one. I wish I'd not let it slip back. I guess it'll come back out. So your person's leaving a difficult situation. They're tired of it. They're wanting to go towards stability, something stable financially, but we're going to find out more about that tower. Flip the roles if you need to. If you're not focused on someone or something, then the both up in this top row and bottom row can both apply to you. Let's look at recent past. Thank you. Did y'all see that? King of Swords. That sword is upright. So conflict going on. Upright conflict. Look at this. It told you guys. I'm telling you. I literally said Phoenix Rising as I was pre-shuffling, and I stuck my finger in the deck, and guess what I pulled out was Phoenix Rising. So, the something came to an end. I'm going to stick it back because I want it to be able to keep coming out. But King of Swords, sword up, active, conflict, lots of conflict, not very many rainbow and butterfly readings right now. And that's another thing. I'm going to stop trying to just post happy readings. I mean, you guys, I know you want the truth. I don't like delivering negative news. But I'm going to stop. I'm going to start anyway. You know what I mean? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to. The bad news is also good news because it helps you prepare or avoid or whatever. So we've got Six of Pentacles. That's giving. Maybe there's been conflict about somebody giving, over giving, or. Oh, this is going to be interesting right here. This looks like 3 or 4 major arcana that just fell out. And it's a sun and a moon. You guys, somebody either in your environment or your situation is coming through full cycle. This is destiny. It's forward motion, Wheel of Fortune. Look at this. The sun. This is what's crazy about this deck. Let me get this blank space. So the sun. The sun is about enlightenment, children, healing, growth. Maybe somebody's figuring out something about children, putting children first, or realizing there's some conflict or not a fit there. This is about healing, enlightenment, seeing things clearly. There's more on this card that I'm not quite saying yet. But then when we have this moon card, the moon is about shadows, what's in the dark, not illuminated. But in this deck, it's got the third eye. So it's very much like this yin yang lovers card. In this deck, this moon card is like seeing the darkness, seeing the light through the dark. It's light at the end of the tunnel. Didn't this? Yeah. And a new love is coming. So a new love offer, or somebody is seeing the truth about something. There's something destined. There's a new love, a beginning in love that is destined. Do you see this? Look how they layer. But it's multifaceted. Something more about the sun. Tell me what I'm missing about the sun. I guess it could be children, but I feel like there's more. What am I missing about the sun? Oh, hold on, too many. Knight of Cups in reverse. Something about giving more to. I don't know. I mean, I want to say too much giving. I don't know if that's. One more on that. Let me grab a different deck to clarify that. Hold on. I'm going to grab my Moonology deck. One moment. I'm going to grab it. Still in the windowsill. So this is how I set my cards. I actually had them outside yesterday or last night, but we had a really strong storm, so I had to bring them in. I usually soak them for all the days of the moon, full moon, even when it's just a little off. So I'll probably soak it tonight too. I want to clarify with this moon deck. I don't know why. It's a very interesting way to do it, but it's been pulling at me. Let me shuffle these real quick and get them lined up. You guys think about a question that you might have or that you want to come out, okay? While I'm shuffling, or take the time to write your intention or manifestation in the comments and thumbs up everybody else's. Help those get some more energy. And I also will go through and thumbs up your intentions and add, try to add some energy to them. Take time to breathe out. Conclusions are in reach. Okay. Let me see something real quick. Tell me about this sun. Thank you. Full moon in Cancer. The personal issue reaches resolution. And look, this one came back. Conclusions are in reach. So, let me read that real quick. Full moon eclipse. We just had that. Oh my gosh, you guys. That was last night. How crazy is that? And did you see that? I put this back and it came back out. That is crazy. Let me finish this slide real quick and then we're going to read that because that card flew out or came out twice. The second time I put it back, it came back out. And look at that. We had a full moon eclipse last night. How crazy is that? I'm telling you, these cards. I think that whole shadow work I'm doing, and even though I'm like crying like rivers daily, and it's so hard and painful, and I think I'm releasing like trauma that I don't even know about, maybe things that I thought I was okay with, or maybe didn't even know about. I think it's going to help my intuition, because I think I think it not only causes ill health and mental fatigue, but it causes you're not as open to what you're supposed to be, So there's the Seven of Swords. That's deception or escaping. One more on that. For victory. So it looks like you're going to dodge a bullet here. There's the Four of Pentacles. It just stuck to my finger, but in your outcome, you've got the Seven of Swords. This is deception. Let's see if I can get it to where y'all can see it. It's, but it looks also like it's escaping, and then you also have Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is about success, not just success, but it's better than success because it's about being recognized. So full moon eclipse. I have such a headache. Apple. Somebody needs to eat an apple. Oh. Eating an apple. Some of you, I feel like there's been struggle, but what's funny? This is kind of crazy because this was last night. This blood moon, and look, this is red. And also, when I look at it, we had overcast, so I didn't really get to see it. But we had it had a pink halo. So this card, major energy here. Let me just say this before I forget. I felt this when I was pre-shuffling for you. There's some sort of like strife or just difficulty you've been going through. Like, just feel like I can't do it. I'm like mentally fatigued, or I just feel stuck, or like I can't make that first move. And I just want to remind you guys how important it is to just make that first move. The first step is the hardest. So even if you just ask yourself, what is the next smallest little step I can take towards feeling better, or towards my health, or towards cleaning this house, or towards my goals, if you guys can just force yourself to take, and hopefully most of you this doesn't even apply to you, but for those of you that have been struggling, I want to explain a couple things. First of all, please remember that taking that first step can change everything. It can change the entire trajectory of your day and your week and your month and your life. So just take that first tiny step. If you feel like you can't tackle it all, that saying, how do you eat an elephant? Well, you don't eat a whole elephant. You eat one little bite at a time. So try not to look at the entire thing. Just start with, one little thing. It's like you know, this is probably a really bad analogy, but like going to the gym, not going to the gym because, and I've done this because I feel gross or ugly or, you know, overweight or whatever. I mean, and I'm not even someone that, I did have weight. I was heavy as a kid and I got made fun of, but I have not really struggled with that in my, you know, adult life. But I still get hang-ups about sometimes going to the gym and not looking good. So remember that even if you have to force yourself to get out of your comfort zone or something, take one little step, it's going to change the trajectory of everything. So at some point you just have to say, you know, sometimes self-love boils down to discipline and pushing past things that are uncomfortable, because we just don't grow when we're comfortable. We just don't. We grow when we're uncomfortable. I also want to say, so take that first step. Maybe it's just eating an apple. Maybe it's doing 10 jumping jacks. Maybe it's 10 jumping, but it's something little that can just change everything, okay? Because it'll just change your mood or change your mind or change something little, but will actually have a huge effect. The other thing is, literally, you guys know, I'm just going to talk about this more in the all signs readings when I start doing them, so it's all in one video, but you guys know I'm a freak for neuroscience, and I watch these Harvard and, you know, Stanford neuroscientists and all this studies. It is proven, I've been saying this for a while, there's something going on with everybody being depressed because of our devices, and we all kind of knew that, but not really why. It's proven that especially like TikTok and things that flash, you know, we get, I've got so much coming through here, okay, sorry. We get dopamine releases when we look towards something, when we're like, oh, I'm going to pick up my phone and look at TikTok. We get a little dopamine released right then. And then, especially with TikTok, that's like really quick, fast, funnies or whatever, we get these dopamine fixes. And it's just like that dopamine fix you get when somebody texts you that you've been waiting for, but then it's not enough. And it actually screws up our dopamine production, because it throws it off balance. So if you guys are really struggling with depression and you think it's you and something's wrong with you, it could just be dopamine off balance because of too much, you know, dopamine that's being delivered to you without having to earn it. You're gonna be happier with things that you have to work towards, all right? So I need to do it. Take a detox from, you know, Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or tarot even. Take a 2-3 day break from, and also being on your device or your phone after dark is proven also to mess with dopamine. So dopamine is the chemical, it's, you know, the hormone that makes you feel good. And also being on your screen after dark messes with your sleep. And if you don't get good sleep, you don't produce normal dopamine. We got to balance this stuff out. I think we need to share this and spread the word to everyone. This way of life that we're in right now with the phones, I hope that didn't show anything, it is messing up our dopamine levels. Okay? It's messing them up. So everybody needs to know that. Literally being on your phones and going through these feeds, even if you're a creator, you're still messing up. That's why so many creators even the real big ones, are depressed. I think it's because of dopamine, okay? So take the first step. Also, another thing is, I should do a whole video on dopamine. Let me know if you want me to. Maybe I'll do like a special one on that. But it is also proven that dopamine, just as much or more dopamine, is released. Now remember, we're talking about the feel-good hormone, is released when we take a step towards a goal. Sometimes it's just as much, sometimes more, than achieving the goal. What the heck? How about that? Taking a step towards a goal will give you just as much satisfaction, can release just as much or more dopamine than actually achieving the goal. That's why sometimes there's a letdown at the end of the goal. You're like, oh wait, I'm not happy now. I was supposed to be happy now. I thought I would be happy now. It all ties into, that's why the journey is so important. Okay. All right, so hope you're still with me after all that. I love you guys. I just want you guys to be healthy. And, you know, I feel like I used to pray for God to put people... Oh, my gosh. Okay, Mercury retrograde. I used to pray for God to put people in my path that I could help. And it's like, oh, wow, did he answer that prayer? Because he's like constantly, I feel like I'm constantly going through these trials and tribulations so that I can learn from them to help other people. Anyway. All right. Let's see. Full moon eclipse. Yeah, I think the shadow work I'm doing is gonna help my tarot. Help me help y'all. Okay, so it says, and just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests, remember this card flew out twice, and we just had the full moon eclipse. It suggests that the situation you're asking about is about to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're expecting now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as that may be. Remember in the beginning I said you may be trying to force a fit or try to belong where you really shouldn't be trying to belong because it's keeping you from belonging somewhere else. Okay, so that just verified that. Forgiving someone for what they did can be key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases you so you can move on. It says, attuned to the moon, that which is meant for me will not pass me by. Doors will slam shut now. Doors that are slammed shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Ooh, we need to read that every day. It's so hard to forgive when you just hurt for someone, you know. So full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. Full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because importance change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. We talked about that too. Lots of confirmation in here. We don't change when we're comfortable. Look at this exact words. Okay? You saw this card fly out and it's saying exact words I said. We don't change when we're comfortable. It says, but this changes something many of us are uncomfortable with. Wow. But change is part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that. Full moon eclipses also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Oh my gosh, I have chills. How many times have I told you guys I'm working on shadow? Oh my gosh. Oh, I have so many chills right now. Like butterflies. Work with your dreams. And my camera's going to cut off, so I have to wrap this up. It says work with your darkness. I said dreams. This says darkness. So I don't know who Carl Jung is, but it says, give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self, working with your darkness. I love you guys so much. Wow on that. Wow, wow, wow. Here it says a personal issue reaches resolution. I don't have time because my camera's going to cut off, but I'm going to let you guys take a snapshot of this if you want. Alright, there's that page in here. Here's this page, hopefully that's focused. Sorry babes, hopefully you can take a snapshot of that without my bender. Okay, I love you guys. Please let me know. Put your intentions and your manifestations in the comments, and the rest of it's going to help you build. The video will hopefully cycle, 20,000 times all over the world. It will definitely cycle